Okay, hold on. Let me just.
Which one is that? Yes to A or yes to B? Yes to A. Great. What a way to start.
No problem. I know exactly what will be up. Let's see.
You might want to read it out so the listeners and watchers, etc., know what it is.
Well, players are hindered somehow up to the GM. He's a cock. That's what it says.
Indeed.
Right. Hold on. Let me see if there's some special. It is. No problem. So, Yana,
yes,
you're laying asleep in an unfamiliar place. Feels a little bit drafty and stuff, and you feel Matty's hand brush aside your hair the way she always did, and you wake up and you're in a cave, and you see the other two of your buddies here. They're sitting around a campfire in the cave, and looks like they're cooking stuff, strips of meat and things like that. It would be a lot better if they're both dressed as cavemen, but unfortunately they're not. You seem to be sleeping on looks like sleeping bags and stuff like that.
Okay.
You're in a totally unfamiliar setting. Give me a smell roll, Yana.
I must admit, I was picturing us when we were exploring, when we were where we were before coming to this place. We had Piff's helmets on, being where we were at the time.
Makes sense.
Smell. What is smell?
It just occurs to me how much we've got to tell Yana.
Oh yeah.
I don't make it.
No problem. The air smells weird somehow, like there's a lot more plants and shit, so you're gonna guess you're not in the city. Plus there's a lot of smoke off the fire. You've got a couple of new tarot cards on you for some odd reason, and those tarot cards are you step on. Yeah, I'm already in the right thing. The Four of Wands and the Hermit. Oh, it just all comes together. So, yeah, you're not sure what's up. You're dressed in your normal clothes. What gear did you have before when you stopped? Right, you've got a bottle of whiskey to compensate for whatever gear you had. There
Yes.
I'll set her.
I take it.
Great. Yeah, so that's where you're at, and you have no idea what's up.
Okay. I sit. I open the bottle.
She must be awake because she's drinking. The cave itself seems, for a cave, it seems rather comfortable. Not as comfortable as a hobbit's house, but it's
nice.
It's not a bad cave. I mean, you wouldn't want to live here necessarily, but it's not bad. Yeah, outside it looks like it's nighttime, and you can see the triple moons, one of which seems to move pretty quickly in the sky over the jungle, and yeah, just a normal day for the woman with no name.
Right. I drink a little and say hi, you two. Are you alive still? What's happening?
Yeah.
I was half expecting a listen or a smell roll for Alex for the sound of the cork popping or the alcohol waft.
Oh, I'm cooking away here, so
I think you're probably already drunk.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going for supplies in that regard. Yeah.
It is a good meal.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, cooking. Well done. Yeah. Apparently, you didn't know that Alex was actually able to cook.
Most drunks are.
Oh. This is what happens when the fucking bar lets out after the chip shops have all closed.
Yes.
So, what is this beautiful place we live at now?
This is our new cave. We've taken it over.
Okay. Why?
The elevator's coming in tomorrow. We're going to knock that wall out, knock that wall out, knock that wall out. Roof's going to come down on us. It's all good.
Sounds reasonable.
Because we are currently in Zog's, where Zog has got his dinosaurs, etc.
Oh, okay.
We are hunting one of Zog's generals.
Ah,
Yes.
nice.
We're hunting rabbits, I mean generals.
Would you be a master sniper by any chance, Yellow?
No.
And have a sniper rifle with you.
No. Unfortunately, no.
Alright, so
Your
this
job is to become a master sniper in the next 2 days.
Well,
so this zone is called either Dino Land or Land of the Lost.
okay.
It had there seems to be a race called Sleestack here.
Mm.
And so it's jungle, dinosaurs,
Mm-hmm.
reptilian creatures, but they all seem to be hibernating at the moment. And a huge base that Zog's base
Mm-hmm.
with which has got lots of protection.
Okay. Why do we want to kill this general?
Because to kill Zog, we've got to kill the generals first.
Ah, so it's like a game.
That's right. We need to kill the mini bosses before
Yeah.
before the big boss reveals, and we can fight him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must draw
I
out
think
the
it's-
big boss by killing the small bosses.
Mm.
But I think it's also okay that if we don't kill the mini bosses before we kill the big boss, then we'll be fighting them all together.
Yeah, that's not great.
No. So let's see. What was the last thing you recall, Mildred?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
No worries.
Mm.
Logan, I'm assuming what you ran for us in the first session, Yana's not going to get run through, or is she?
It's a maybe. I don't. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to remember back to what I ran you guys on the.
Yeah, you know.
Hold on a minute. Thinking.
I have the bracelet made of something.
Oh right. Oh no. Hold on a second. Let me. If I can run her on it, I will. But I'm not sure if she's. I'm not sure if she's.
Just in regards to what to brief her on.
Oh shit, no, somebody else is. Well, I wouldn't brief her on that.
Okay. So yes, we did stuff that you may or may not do. Then we let's see, we did that. Then we've been doing a few things in the MMO land.
Actually, looking at the schedule, you can go ahead and brief her. There's no way she's going to get to it this season.
We don't tell her about what happened, but can we tell?
Yeah, generals
back from that area.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I think that's news, is it? No.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get a runner on that because, she's not signed up for when nobody else is on.
Like I said, I don't think the actual what we did there or what it was that important.
No, I was just going to mention it and who we took out of it.
Yeah, or we just tell her the information we found as far as the words.
Yeah.
The most important thing was the words and who we brought back. So we don't even have to tell her about it. We can just tell her about those things.
Right.
Yeah, I would it was more so to do with who we took out of there and left at MMO land.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
sort of
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they,
Yes. Yes.
yes,
Yes.
and
It took a
there is a
minute.
very serious
Here, I'm just gonna
reason.
pop a card for each of you. Please go ahead with your briefing.
All right. So we
Pete tell it because not as subtle as Pete.
Oh no, I want both of you to do whatever.
all right. So we awoke in an asylum. It was sort of 1950s thing, like it was almost like a horror game style of an asylum with all the interns and the orderlies and the nurses and stuff being ghostly, missing their bottom part. And we encountered, I'm not sure if they were variations of you or your daughter or
What? Where is this asylum?
well, so
brought them back with us.
yes, and we rescued them, and they're now
What?
and
Why?
because we didn't know if they were your daughter, for example, or if, as in, Janus, or if they were somebody else.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, Pete. Sorry to interrupt. By the
Go.
way, at this point, Yana, you notice that Alex is wearing a Father of the Year t-shirt.
Oh no. Why?
So anyway, so we ended up rescuing them, and they don't know how they got there to the asylum. They don't seem to remember much before the asylum.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got something for you that you may have drawn. Logan, that picture of the girl with the balloons?
Yes.
That we took?
I will show that to her.
I punched the baby.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Finally, some good news.
So this is one of the things we found, which we were pretty sure it seemed your style. So when it is revealed, which is why we got it.
Reveal. There you go.
So it's on the far right near the top. But yes, we recognised it as
Nice.
It's spooky because it looks like something you drew.
Yeah. So the question is it something you drew?
So I don't remember drawing it, but it looks like what
exactly. Exactly.
Weird.
So we found that in the room of one of the ones that looked very similar to you, like you.
So there was like multiple of these things that looked like me.
There was two women that looked like you. And one was about 19 and the other one was mid-20s or a bit older, I think, from memory. According to them, the one who was in the room with that drawing, his name is Mildred Mick Bumgarnison.
What?
The look on Yana's face. This is what happens when you go to France instead of being.
And the other one, I think, said her name was Amy. And that's all she can remember. But anyway, we took them out of there. We managed, through magics and stuff, we managed to get them fairly coherent again. And they're in Kinleyville at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Mojo, by the way. She makes shit happen.
Yeah. She seemed to have some effect in the asylum in that her personality seemed to keep splitting up and stuff, and her room would change to be like a field of paper flowers and candy, plus clouds and all this other stuff, and then she exploded into paper. Bits of paper, but we managed to settle her and get her out of there. As I said, because at the time we weren't sure if there were splits of you, as in we had to merge them to, if they were you that had been split, if they were your daughter, if there were shadows of you.
Yes.
So anyway.
if Logan was fucking with you.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, they're in Kinleyville for when we manage to get out of this place for you to see and chat to and freak out about.
Yep. I need to see them.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you've got yourself 2 new girlfriends.
What?
Wow, hardcore. I'll tell you what, Joshua McKay's really going toward evil faster. It's like watching a little rocket car.
Well, unfortunately, you can only spend so much time with some of these people without their influences rubbing off on you.
A lot of people.
Yeah, but the other important bit, there was other stuff in there, but the main other important bit was that there was writing in several locations, which were scrambled words, and where were they? Copy that. When we, that's what we think that's one of the they were all rearranged, so we've been trying to rearrange them to make sense of what they say. Now, the one thing about it is the present could also be serpent or repent, because it was the letters were scrambled. So there may be a variation of that makes more sense if present actually says serpent instead or repent. We're not sure, but that's just one of that was a combination I managed to get that seemed to make sense out of all the words. There could be a proper one, and that's not it. Anyway, so
what was we got information about what was all turning up dead and cut up, and it had the signature of a kill by the one that should not be named.
Sorry, what was that again?
There was something, wasn't there? We got some information about a load of nasty creatures that had been cut up, and they had the signature marks of.
Oh yeah. So Gotham is So San Angelo is Gotham now, still Gotham, even though Batman's dead.
Creatures.
Superheroes are starting to form there all over the world, not just in Gotham. Their powers are a bit weird and B-grade-ish at the moment, or Z-grade-ish even. But we did find, and Gotham's sort of going very film noir, so things like the library's now got a card catalogue, and the computers have been pushed aside. Phone booths are starting to pop up. Less people are using mobile phones. It's always grey and drizzly and twilight and etc. And we are still the Injustice League, and they're still number one.
Still hunted.
Still hunted, yes. So, but yes, amongst the stuff we found was that there was monsters with eyes in the palm of their hands had started dying, being taken out by different methods like explosions, snipers, etc. So basically, presumably the I can't think what the word is. The servitors of white.
Oh, okay.
Because the hands in the eyes, you know how like when So but we were able to determine based on what we could find is that Maddie's doing it from the nature of from what we could see of the nature of the kills.
Oh.
Is that we're pretty sure that Maddie's the one doing it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and there's been 8 of them. We could find 8 that were dead. Information on 8 dead. So we couldn't 100% recall, but I think tier 1 of a AI is 8. So that's potentially all of the 8 tier 1s have been killed. I mean, some of them could have been tier 2, but I suppose because there's no one, but we don't know if they would have looked different again. So yeah, that's something else.
That's it.
We've actually found more references to the Halfway Inn. I don't know if you can recall that.
It's
When you very first arrived in Burlington, there was the guy on the TV, Mr.
Oh yeah,
Happy.
I know. Yes.
Yes. So the Halfway Inn is apparently a Dora place, and they apparently got rules that Doras abide by and stuff.
Oh,
We could go there today. That might be a good thing to do today.
Well, we could actually. We know we've worked out how to get. We know how to get there.
nice.
It's a bit of a journey, bit of a strange journey, but yes, hopefully once we've got there once, it's going to be easy to get back to.
Mm.
Knowing the gods, they'll screw with us, and it'll even be harder.
Probably.
Oh yeah, you will notice that Alex's eyes are normal again.
Okay.
He has also walked the pattern now. Okay, so we did a jaunt to Santa took us outside of the zone, and yes, we encountered a zone where it's.
Don't tell her too much about that. She might get a go on that.
All right. Anyway, so yes, we encountered Santa, and yes, and we're all Doc, Alex, and I are on his good list forevermore.
Good job.
It's extremely good.
Whether he likes it or not.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a fucking adventure.
I see you've been busy.
Yeah. Burlington has now got. Do you ever recall seeing the film The Time Machine?
No.
Okay. So in the far future, sorry, Alex?
Yana doesn't watch movies ever.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that there was a chance this might have been one because it's a classic sci-fi film that you've seen it. It's a classic George Pell film. Anyway, there's Morlocks are creatures that were in the far future that lived underground, and they've built this temple structure thing that is now in Burlington.
Okay.
And if you go down in it, it's wide enough that you can actually drive a car down it, and they don't like the sound of the car and the headlights, and some of them can't get away fast enough. And the space down in front of the gate's wide enough for you to do donuts, if you like.
I don't think they like the fact we're trying to run them over.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was that. As I said, they couldn't get out. Some of them couldn't get out of the way fast enough and run back. And there's a gate down there that goes through to Night City. Night City's been taken over by Zog.
Oh.
All the people that we saw have been turned into half machine, half people. Think Cybermen, but they don't have the mask on. Their faces are frozen in a silent screen. We didn't stick around there too long when we saw that.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the buildings are getting pulled down, and there's lots of sound of construction and stuff going on. So, so the gate comes out in the sewers in Night City, right near where the exit in the sewers goes to the archaeology. Doc, it looked familiar to Doc.
Okay.
There's a Shoggoth loose in MMO land that's causing havoc. It's where the vortex whirlpool thing is between Burlington and MMO land. It's trying to climb up it and get into Burlington.
Actually, there's a lot of dangerous stuff in MMO land at the moment. There is possibly two Shoggoths. There's a Hydra. There's a...
Well, I suspect the Hydra and the Kraken that were in the river and are now missing were killed by the Shoggoth when it left the temple and went down the river.
He did kick the ass out of a dragon, so...
Yeah. So that's my assumption as to why the Hydra and the Kraken are missing is that they were in its path when it... Basically, the Temple of Dagon there was a Shoggoth in there that was a guardian. We haven't entered the temple, so we don't know if the guardian's still there or not. So we suspect it is the guardian that there's elder signs all around the temple. So, and the only thing that people have been able to tell us to defeat the Shoggoth is basically use an elder sign to barricade it in somewhere. So suspicion is someone's broken the elder sign, one of the elder signs, and it's been able to flee. Possibly one of Alex's explorer friends
Right.
Who knows?
who's missing currently.
Mm.
What else? We hired some miners in Beastkin land, and we've been clearing out all the blockages in the sewers underneath the embassy. So a lot of the places where it was contortions to get through or it was completely caved in, we've actually cleared all that. Or water sections, we've gone around it, etc. Part of that was because we were searching for the way to the halfway in. We knew it was in the sewers, we just weren't sure where. Since then, we've now found out where it is in the sewers. So we're just we're just going to need gear to get to it because it's where the bridge is where you hallucinate. There's like a chasm below 100-meter chasm, and it's apparently in the chasm, off the chasm.
Okay.
There's a trireme with a chariot in it, and you've got to wear Roman clothes and board the trireme. Someone's got to stand on the chariot and sing this god awful song.
Oh no.
The look on Yana's face when you told her Roman clothes, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So yes, and that'll get us to the halfway in. The halfway in is also known as the House of Vespillo. Yes.
If anybody else can tell me the other name of the halfway in, I'll give you a card.
House of Vespillo.
No, aside from this. Yes, that's right, Pete. Say it again.
The tip.
No, that's close. Close. It's got the tip in it. You're missing one word.
Ship tip.
No.
It is. I can look it up because I've got it written down.
All right. Just quickly, while you're doing that, I just want to make sure I do this before someone draws a card that fucks us all over. I'm playing Spark of Divinity, so if anyone wants to, if they've got any cards to pick up that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen them being thrown into my hand because I would really like that. I don't think I do have any retrieve cards, unfortunately.
What yeah, I thought you had all your stats maxed out.
Me?
Matt.
No, I've been hit by equalization several times.
I mean, Matt. I thought he had all his shit maxed.
My willpower's still only 16. So.
Ooh.
Doc Fulton maxed all his stats out the other session. Oh, and the other thing is, from a metagame perspective, I lost 20 sand in the first session.
Oh no!
And I had 90 something. I started with like 98 sand.
Wow.
And I lost 20 sand.
I have 22 right now, so.
Yes. All right. So just pre-warning.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually don't know. No, I don't look like I noted down.
The missing word is just.
Just the tip. That's right.
Of course.
We have to have some penis jokes slipped into the campaign from time to time.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
Your campaign if you didn't.
We almost got a good Monty Python skit going with the cards, but the players were fucking wise to it.
Yes. Slap those guards down quick.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can think of, Alex, that any of the Cliff Notes bits that might be useful for Mildred to know?
Oh, I think we pretty much covered everything important. We made MMO land. We made pacts with the lizard men and the goblins. So please don't go slaughtering their people. Trying to keep relations good.
Okay.
So.
I can vouch for myself, but I try.
Good.
And a lot of the zones have changed, so we've been getting tarot cards in when we've gone to a lot of them.
Okay.
So we're actually yes, we're about 2/3 away to a full deck.
That's quite good.
Sorry.
That's quite good.
Yeah, between Doc, Alex, and myself.
It'll be the first time they've been playing with a full deck ever.
Yes. Nada?
So, couple of things I would like to do today. It's not so important, but like I said, finding the halfway house would be good.
Yes.
And I don't know why, but I keep wanting to find out what the hell is going on with Brown. I don't know why, but it's like something interesting going on there.
Well, I was thinking that to get to the halfway, we may have to visit Gotham anyway to get some modern gear, so we can get past the whatever the hallucinogenic gas.
Oh, and also let's not forget about making sure we get some money to Gothic somehow, because otherwise the white dove goes bye-bye.
Yes, so you may need to make a call out in Kinleyville for funds.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good at just fucking bringing me golden jewels.
Yep. All right. Do either of you have any crap cards?
Not really. I've got support and reroll, which I think is going to be handy just in case one of you two fuck up.
Yeah.
Ram Vision. I suppose I could throw a skill 10 if you've got something really good.
Oh no! I've got a skill 10. They're not really good cards. There's just some cards that may, like for example, break 3.
Yeah, I have.
All grapples currently on you.
I have crafting plus 20 and helpful librarian. That's not.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah. Did you want
her crafting plus 20? She's an artist.
I'll give you break 3, which it's up to you. You can discard if you don't want it, but presumably it's going to be a bit better than one of those ones for the moment. And I'll get rid of that. And what's the other? I'll get rid of critical thinking. And does anybody want contortions plus 20?
But we need to contour to use it.
We
might.
What about the mining?
So
we
maybe.
Might.
Yeah.
Maybe. So if you've got a card that's worse than that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll trade it to you.
We took a big mining expedition down to the sewers, by the way, Yana. So a lot of the areas that were caved in or blocked or underwater has been actually sorted out.
Good.
Fortunately, they still managed to fuck up, even though they were like professionals. And people got hurt. People died.
Yeah. Yes, there's one section of a cave in they haven't been able to clear.
Okay.
Besides that, they've done a really good job of everywhere else. So
you hear a whisper in your ear in a familiar voice. I like it when people die.
What? Did you do that?
Do what?
Don't fuck with me, okay?
What are you on about?
Did we ever do that?
I know it was you, so shut up.
I look at Pete. Like,
You guys are sitting around eating. It tastes like pork.
it's the other white meat.
Yes. So I suppose the question is there anything further we want to do here in the Land of the Lost before leaving?
Well, I have to say that Mildred's acting quite weird. She might be poisoned or diseased. I may have to.
No, I don't know. Your normal method of doing that, Alex. I think she might retaliate on you.
It's the way that spell works. I can't help it.
Yeah, I'd be careful. I don't think she'd appreciate you filling her up like that.
And that's when Alex Kinley was busted by the Me Too movement.
Yeah, but yes. So
yeah,
anyway, everything else we need to do here.
It reminded me of the lizard man fight. Oh, that was the fucking best.
You can tell her about that if you want.
Oh, Pete even missed that, didn't he?
Yeah, because I had to go to the toilet. I wanted to go to the toilet, so I missed that final bit.
Can we tell him?
Yeah, go for it.
That was hilarious. So Pete went to the toilet. Chris is in this fight with this massive lizard man, right? And it's just, he's like, fuck it, he's got no chance, he's just trying to evade, basically. And the king was like, your little squishy man moves around a lot. And I'm like, yes, how we fight, fast and aggressive. Just give him time. And then Logan flicks the card. He's like, bad guys get taken away by the cops. The guards come in and take the lizard man away for molesting like someone, like some women or something, or raping some women. Oh, it was so funny. Chris just standing there. He's like, I win.
So that's how it ended, right? I wasn't sure if there was a couple of fumbles or something, and the lizard man, the crocodile man, self-destructed, or
I got taken away by the cops. Oh, you can't write that shit, I tell you. I was like straight out of Monty Python. Fucking hilarious.
That is very much straight out of Monty Python. All right. So, is there anything else we want to do here?
Cast spells? Oh no, this is a bad area to cast spells. Isn't it?
It's harder to do it here.
Okay.
No, I think we should leave this place. We obviously need to plan more.
Yes.
Do you want to wait till the morning to do that, or go now?
No, wait till the morning.
Right.
It is at night, hence the description of the moons and stuff. He looks around wildly and goes, "Oh,
we were inside the cave by the fire. We didn't notice the moons.
Hmm.
We may need to gather some supplies before leaving, because I think it's gonna be hard for us to get out of this place.
So how do you get out of this place?
Well, there's a closed gate to Burlington right near the bad guys,
Okay.
which was the gate that they used to invade Burlington.
Yeah.
The one that needs the Hand of Glory to open. So that's out.
Yeah.
And there's also some huge glory-looking gate thing, like a kilometre big or something, that's near them as well. Generally, that's their big invasion gate.
That's how you get dinosaurs out.
Yeah, besides that, we haven't actually found the gate we came in is a one-way gate.
Actually, you have found another place. I think only one person climbed
in the
up.
middle.
Yes, but just went through to the other side of waterfall and jungle.
No. We've got the gate in the Sleeve Stack City in the middle.
But that also appears in this. That doesn't go anywhere else. That just portals you above in the air in this realm, according to the skulls.
I think that's what I said. I said it would be funny if it sent you above it, so you just kept falling through.
Yeah, it's not above it. It does send you in the air, but it is in this realm. It doesn't send you to another realm.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't actually know of any, unless the gate that was in the tunnel behind the waterfall takes you to a different location. And Doc just assumed it was this, because I assumed it was still Land of Lost, just another jungle. Yeah. That one's quite hard to get to though, because the rock face. Because Alex threw our rope into the water, and the and the rock face is really, really hard to climb up.
Yes.
It's the cliffs. It is the cliffs of Hero Point Drain.
Right.
The cliffs of insanity.
Yes. So we're thinking we might.
Not if we come up with a clever way of making it not so pointy and deadly.
Yes.
Got to everybody dying.
Yeah. The other way we could leave this place, Alex, is by shadow walking. But that will be harder and take us several days to try and get it to work.
It will.
Maybe. Yeah. So this place has so many gates in it that the whole zone could be used as a fucking cauldron to drain like spaghetti or something.
Yeah, and there's all the Sleeve Stack pillars which you got.
Yeah, you haven't even checked those yet, so yeah.
Well, we haven't. We can't because we haven't found a. The other ones we haven't checked. They could be still. They could actually be open. Pylons with the pylon thingies on them.
Yep.
That is true. We haven't gone and played with the gems or checked them out. There was the 1, 2, 3, 4 pylons off. See, off the jungle. Before the high bluff. So yeah, we could check those pylons out. But yes. So what do you want to? What do you reckon? Do we try the waterfall, or do we check the pylons out first?
I don't know if it was a slip, but I'm pretty sure Logan said last night that we'd kind of done everything interesting in this land. But
No.
okay, go pylons then.
So cutting to the next day.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are you emerge from the high bluff, and as I mentioned before, it's like a cliff face, and it's in the middle of the jungle, and you're up like a good 4 meters. Don't jump off. There's even holes for light and ventilation in the cave. You guys had a pretty reasonable sleep in there because they had packed the "we're going exploring different zones" shit apparently, and there's like several large stair step stone formations below it that you guys can easily, no climb roll required, climb down and stuff. And from there you go by the over back into some thick jungle. I mean, there's jungle all around this area. And give me what's it called rolls? Botany rolls.
Botany, yes.
Botany, bot for you, bot for us, bot for you. Oh,
Critical.
God damn. Yana, someday you can have a cool character sheet too.
Yeah, I need to make one.
Well, look at how much easier it is.
Yeah, exactly. I made it.
Yeah, the character sheet's already on your thing. You just have to populate all the stuff, which is a huge pain in the ass. So it's already set up for you.
Yeah, good.
Right. It looks like for those who made for those who made it, it looks like it's a lot of ferns and stuff like that. For Alex, you're thinking this. It's kind of a weird mix of things from different past, like Paleozoic, Mesozoic, stuff like that. They're all kind of clumped together and stuff. It's not like you're in any one of the ancient periods of Earth. It's like somebody who didn't know what they were doing said, "Yeah, this all looks good together. Let's just go with this." But yeah, there's a lot of weird plant and animal life. Also, you guys come across, and there's like looks like a what's it called? A tomato plant, but it's fucking huge tomatoes. Like you could possibly like use one as a coffin type size tomatoes, just big.
Okay, you described them as bigger.
Yes.
Previously.
Well, these
you
are
described them as
still
a
growing.
small 1-room apartment size.
Yes, you can get those as well. They have like gourd fruits that are that big. I mean, just crazy large fruit and veg around. And I mean, enough that you're starving, it would be difficult here, unless you didn't like fruit and vegetable and wanted to go hunting instead. You hear a lot of weird stuff. There's a lot of really big insects flitting around too, like something that kind of looked like a cross between a dragonfly and a mosquito that's the size of like a toy poodle flits around. But so you guys are wandering through the jungle, and eventually you discover some weird pylon things. They seem closed, but here, hold on. Picture of closed pylon. Are you guys on the right page? Think and reveal. Yeah. But they, you notice that these, unlike the picture where it has like the little triangle up above, these don't have the little triangle up above the diamond shape in the door. So it looks a little different than McKay's distant foggy memories.
Yeah, as I said, I recall that we need to find that diamond to be able to unlock them, open up the door.
What I'm saying is these don't look like they take the diamond. You're not sure.
They don't look like they took the diamond.
Correct.
Sorry. Okay, interesting.
Yes. So you're not sure what opens them.
Okay, because you've got the little bit where the diamond would normally looks like it would
Yes,
go. At the
that's
top
that's
of
what
it.
I was saying. It seems to be missing. I can't alter the picture well enough.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so it just goes straight up.
Yeah, yeah.
We can try just tapping on it, walking around, try and insert our will on it.
Which would you like to try first?
I'll tap on it. I'll walk
It
around
opens.
it.
And the door kind of fades away. That's generally what they look like. Open, and if you scroll around, you'll find a weird tray of gems thing in there. Different colored gems. Ignore the colors that they have on the pictures. I don't know why they're all the same color because they're not supposed to be. They're multiple different colors, reds and blues and greens and some other shit. And yeah, the one that you tapped opens right up. This seems very odd to McKay for some reason.
It's
Yes.
a trap.
It's a what?
It's a trap.
Yes. After you.
You really got evil.
All right.
There's
Do we
three
want
different ones. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. They're not super close to each other, but you guys have
Oh,
some
okay. I thought there was one. So I thought there was 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's 4. Yes.
4.
My
All
bad.
right. So we'll assume it's number 1 we're at for the ease.
Right. Yep. I'm with it.
All right. In case there's any difference between them, probably not. But anyway, did we want to go in and play with the gems or anything?
Yeah. Let's go into the trap.
All right.
You guys go into it, and it seems like it's. I'm gonna need a minor sandy roll. It seems a lot bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. So it's under space-time distortion. If you have that max, don't need to roll.
Ooh, do I have that next now? I think I was close.
If
Yes.
you, oh, well done.
I'm not good.
All right, it's 0 if you make it. So Yana's loss will be D4 when she fails her sandy roll. And goes,
I'm next.
oh my God,
Yes.
lucky girl. I was wondering what you'd maxed at because you've lost so much sandy. I was like, you gotta have something maxed by now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys go neat.
Any luck in transferring magic points, Alex?
No, I'm done for the day.
All right.
Right.
Took me a few goes to get my phase off.
Maybe we'll try tomorrow.
Yes.
So you want to play with the gems to see what happens here?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just we could try and like put all the one color in the top row, for example, and see what happens as just a base start point. Unless either of you two have got some thoughts on playing with these. So it was red, green, blue. Was it just red, green, blue? Were there 4 colors?
Hold on, so I only find
Green, blue, and yellow.
And yellow. Okay.
You discover that just by touching them, although they can be taken out with a little bit of difficulty, but just by touching them, they do stuff. And as you begin to do that, I'm going to need a luck roll from McKay, who's over there doing the maestro on that.
Luck. Crit 0-1.
No problem. Hitting some, you notice like the wind outside begins to pick up.
He seems to have some sort of weather control.
And by tapping them again in reverse order, the wind dies back down. You're like, yes, I seem to be super lucky.
The red dude said that beings like us didn't need to use these to travel. I mean, I'm guessing he was referring to the shadow walking, but
Yeah.
it's fucking ages and it's dangerous shit.
Yes,
So-
exactly.
It's a shame he didn't actually show us how to use these bloody teleporters.
Yes.
Handy.
We could actually go back there with Mildred and see if he reappears, because he hasn't spoken to Mildred yet.
Yeah.
And Mildred might be able to ask him a question.
And what is this guy? What?
He's a 2-dimensional red outline of a person who is the book in the builder's temple. He said he was the guardian or something. I'm just trying to find.
McKay thinks he might be the red AI, which you could.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was my other thought, was potentially he's the red AI. He said, "I am the guardian."
Yana, outside of the thing, you see this pig wander by. I've uncovered its picture.
Breakfast.
Oh.
Just
Yeah,
wandering through the jungle.
They've spent a lot of money on the special effects in this one.
Yep.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
And
Piggy.
Behold the great white hunter.
That was the other.
The actual pillar, the pedestal that it's on.
Uh-huh.
I'll examine the pedestal just to see if there's anything like a hatch or a panel or anything on the back of it. Just on
Negative. It's just these weird crystals in the tray, as you can see in the picture.
Yep. Did either of you want to have a play?
Best to leave that.
Okay.
I am now bound to this area.
In this pylon, actually.
Ooh.
It's not a bad place to find yourself.
Not really.
For this, well, it's only bound for this zone. It's not bound for every place. I just mean you don't have to worry about if you're teleporting here or reappearing here. It is very, very unlikely people are going to put chairs and tables in here on you.
That'd be weird. So, next one.
Yep, we'll check it. Yep, we'll check each one.
You guys push aside the ferns and stuff. You're thinking it'd be easier going here because everything that you're trying to push aside.
Oh, sorry. I forgot something. Oh, by the way, Alex, can you please show Mildred how she's supposed to travel as I pull out 2 coconuts?
Yes.
We have magic coconuts.
And do this silly dance like this.
Really?
Have you ever played when you were a little girl? Did you ever play horsey where you're going around? Yeah,
Pretending you're riding. We actually travel fast. These are magic coconuts, and actually it allows us to travel faster and not tire out.
Okay.
By the way, the jungle, unfortunately, not a great place for this because there's a lot of shit.
I love it when you've got a group where every player, when you tell them something, they always think, "Are they fucking with me?" It's just some fucking stupid joke to make me start going like this.
It was one of the specials that the robot in the sewers had.
Okay.
So, and we didn't know what it was at first when we bought it, and when we got it, we thought, "Oh, actually, this is not a bad purchase."
You go a bit faster, and you can go for ages, and you never feel tired.
Yeah, and the person with the coconuts can carry a lot more stuff.
Okay.
Are you you notice the door's still open as you guys step out of the pylon.
I'll tap on the side next to it to see if it closes.
Closes.
All right. We will go to pylon 2.
No problem. You guys are doing the coconut thing. It keeps you from getting tired, but it's a pain in the ass traveling the jungle, and you're not really going very fast. What the fuck? Die. Kill it.
Is it Chris saying, "Sorry, I've slept in"?
What?
Is it Chris saying, "I slept in"?
I don't know. It just, from time to time, my phone does that, and I don't know why, so it's turned off now.
Lying.
I didn't get anything on Facebook, so I'm assuming Chris is dead. Sad. Anyway, you guys
He put his name down for today.
Yeah. You guys are really wishing you had machetes actually to cut through the thick jungle growth as you head over there. Except for
I
the
do
one
have a decent blade that could
Well, what
potentially.
about a two-handed magic sword?
that actually a machete works better because it's less tiring than a huge sword. But actually,
I have one of the uses of a kukri is actually for clearing.
Oh, kukri is perfect. But yeah, apparently, between freakishly strong guy and Mister, I got a kukri, which is good for jungle stuff. It just shows what the woman with no name just walking after all the shredded vegetation around. She's not happy.
I don't know what the problem is.
Well, yeah, but you can't cut through the vegetation if you're doing that.
Well, you do this. Dun, 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 dun.
I was going to say something to her, but I forgot what it is. Anyway, you guys get to the next pylon.
Open or closed?
It's closed.
Tap on it.
Wow, wow, wow. The door kind of shimmers and fades away. And you can see that inside there's kind of a green glowing mist. And give me spot at -30 to make out what's inside of it. It seems.
I just walk in. I love this stuff.
All right. In addition, there's also the weird gem table, and he's over there snorting the mist, which seemed to be just the same.
Pick me out of roll 20. Great.
Well, you did make it at -30 though before, so.
What do we go spot in?
Right.
Yeah, me too.
It seems that within the mist that Alex Kinley is attempting to snort up all of, like it's some sort of free cocaine, it seems that there's some sort of strange creature in there, which I will show a picture of, and then everybody can do sanity rolls, because Yana loves to make sanity rolls. It's one of the down at the bottom of the screen.
Is it one of the sleeve stacks?
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to need a sanity roll. If you make it, it's 0. For Yana, when she fails, it'll be a D6. There you go.
There's that. Need to reopen the character sheet.
Goes to what? Sleeve stack?
Yep. Sleeve stack max is 12.
8.
Oh, 8. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's only D4, Yana. If you'd like to re-roll that, then you can.
I mean, seriously, look at them. They're not that.
Yeah. Good point. You can re-roll it. Just roll it if you'd like to, or you can just.
Yes. Rod.
Yeah.
Well, considering that's like 5% of her sand left, then that's a good deal there.
Yes.
She really missed out on some nice sand awards and shit.
Maybe instead of going, the other thing we might consider, Alex, is instead of going to the halfway in, just going around doing some good deeds.
What, sorry?
Go around and do some good deeds.
What?
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I know, but it might help keep Mildred in the game.
That's true.
Why not do both? Maybe the halfway in's a good deed.
Yeah,
maybe. Well, it could be inspiring just to find it and find out more about the whole Dora stuff. Or it could be completely sandblasting and she walked through the back door, never to be seen of again. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that Diana's got her character concept in mind when her sandy's that low. I have no idea how the woman with no name is still going, honestly.
I also don't know, but
it's just weird.
Yeah.
Play.
I'm sure she'll see a Shuggoth at some point, and that will be that.
Yes.
So, no problem. 20-something, Jesus. All right.
It's normal.
I've seen mythos scholars that have a higher sanity.
Yeah.
All right. So one of them is standing within this green mist thing. There is a gem table next to it.
Is it moving?
No, it seems to be motionless. Wow, wow, wow. It's kind of like the old cheesy 1950s, 1960s type of big special effects and stuff.
Maybe this pylon controls them.
Oh, by the way, Mildred, we're trying to stay nice with these sleeve stacks as well, so please try not.
Why?
The wise heads that they're sitting are keeping them hibernated for longer until we can do what we need to do.
Okay.
So, yeah, otherwise there'll be a couple of hundred sleeve stacks running around to contend with, as
I'm
well as Zog's bad guys.
He shows you a really well painted painting of like all kinds of fucking slee stacks standing motionless around a big pool of lava with Alex Kinley and among them, I think giving a double thumbs up or something.
Nice.